من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد خلقنا إنسانا ونعلم ما توسوس به نفسه ونحن أقرب عليه من حبل الوريد. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the verse number 16 in Surah Qaf says, I have already created man, that he knows what his soul whispers to him, and we are closer to him than a jugular vein. When the verse was revealed, Imam Jafar Sadiq salawatullah alayhi, his son was praying, Musa ibn Jafar salawatullah alayhi. When Abu Hanifa came to Imam Sadiq salawatullah alayhi, he says that someone's walked past Musa, your son. His prayer is invalid. So Imam Sadiq salawatullah alayhi called, "Oh Musa, come here," and explained to Abu Hanifa, because he's saying your prayer is invalid. So the answer of Imam Musa Kazim salawatullah alayhi, he says, وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ عَلَيْهِ مِنْ خَبَلَ الْوَرِيدِ, that Allah is closer to us than a jugular vein. So what does it matter if someone walks past us? Abu Hanifa was in shock, and Imam Sadiq salawatullah alayhi kissed Musa ibn Jafar salawatullah alayhi's hand. He says, well said, son. The Imams were those who Allah bestowed the knowledge, who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chosen them over everybody else. The knowledge which has been spreaded everywhere. Unfortunately, in the books of the Muslims like Sahih al-Bukhari, we find only one saying of Imam Jafar Sadiq salawatullah alayhi. If this is not Mazlumiyat, then what is? They say that regarding the prayer, Yaqimuna as-salat, establish prayer. It doesn't say perform prayer. There's a difference. Prayer should be an important aspect in our lives, an important duty in our lives, because the prayer rolls off many mysteries and wonders in our life if it is prayed properly. We see the prayer has cut out many of our habits, and if we keep on praying the way we're praying, we would see other wonders, mysteries from it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's rahmah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ghafoor Rahim, but one of Allah's names is Al-Jabbar. So we need to be careful. If we are disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in any way, we should return to Him and seek forgiveness immediately. They say beyond Karbala, an important and a beautiful story narrates. They say a Christian man lived in a church by himself. He had inherited it from his father. They say he had 10,000 dirhams. They say once upon a time he saw a caravan coming towards him. It was full of light, a luminous light coming from his window. He looked out. He could see radiance. He thought, who is it? Let's go and inquire. Something like this has never happened. This is a wonder. So he went along and he said to the person who was in charge, he says to him, who is this? This light head that you are carrying. It's full of a luminous light. I could see it from my church window. He says, it's Hussein ibn Ali. Hussein ibn Fatima salawatullah alayhi. He says to the God, he says, I want it for one night. I have got 10,000 dirhams to give you. The guardsman says, all right. So he took it off him. He went back to the church. They say he washed the head and he perfumed it. And he put it on his chest and he cried all night. He says, what have they done to you? Please speak to me. He says, Imam Hussein salawatullah were reciting hasibtu anna ashab al-Kafi waraqimi kanu min ayatina ijaba. He says he was reciting the verse from Surah Qaf, or have you thought that the companions of the cave and the inscription were among our signs of wonder? He says to the Christian man, don't you think that we are the signs of wonder? The Christian man said, of course. He started crying. He says, I've got nothing in my life and I gave my 10,000 dirhams for your head, Ya Aba Abdullah. I've only got one request. He says, what is that request? Look at this Christian man. He says, I testify there is one God and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says the time of dawn came, he had to return the head. How hard it was for this Christian man. It was even harder for a sister to see the head traveling from one city to the next city. She was watching this head of Aba Abdullah salawatullah alayhi. سيعلم العزيز العليم وأي منقلب ينقلبون وعاقبة المتقين ويقين دفع كل بلاء بين مؤمنين ومؤمنات ومسلمين والمسلمات أحياء من الأموات